Ain't no way they got to be pranking me.
Right? Oh my goodness. That was funny. I had a laugh with him because he was constantly trying to say, like, feel like you deceived me a little bit.
It's already like it's awkward because they're like first encounters, like when they first see each other, it's already like awkward as freak because so called to hear them say it. This irked the freak out of me too, but whatever. To hear them say it, most of them you done fell in love in between the wall, and now you have to put like a face and a body and a person with a voice. It already be mad awkward sometimes. And the fact that he was like visibly uncomfortable was like, ooh. It was so weird. Like I would have ran back to my little door. Please just close it.
Right? And he was like, put me back in the pile. But she was all excited and stuff. It's like, oh my goodness, your eyes. It's like, and he's sitting there looking like, yeah, you're attractive too. Lying. He's like, but where Megan Fox at?
Right.
That was constantly on his mind. He felt deceived.
That's his own fault though, shoot.
That is, because I think you're right. That's all he heard was Megan Fox. Consider the body, the gum, the chin, and consider nothing else.
Nope.
It's 100%.
In his head, she's a replica.
Mm-hmm. That replica ain't come through there, but he got what he got, but she need to leave.
That's why it's called Love is Blind. I'm not, obviously, I don't believe love is blind. It's just me. Because I feel like you have to have something about somebody has to attract you for you to even like engage in conversation and get to know that person. However, I do also think people can become like when you like get to know somebody and you fall for them more, like you find them more attractive than maybe you did initially sometimes.
That is true. Because like you gotta work with somebody to like know them. But I think the physical appearance is what attracts you to someone.
Right.
Like I can't tell from afar if you got a good personality or not.
Right.
And I'll see like, oh, he cute. And then you start talking like, nah.
Oh, and he's caring. Oh, and he's like all these other things that are great. Yeah, but you're right. You don't know the other stuff right off. So something gotta attract you to that person. What's why I'm like, but some of these people I feel like, not just this season, but previous season as well, I'm like, clearly looks matter a lot more than you want to like acknowledge. So this ain't the show for you.
Exactly. Because I feel like sometimes, like if you hear the voice, like a man can have like a really nice voice or whatever. So a really nice voice might, and your personality can shine through if you want to give that a try. Like, let's just say Flavor Flav had like a deep voice.
Oh my god.
And a nice personality. Who picking up the Flavor Flav every day?
No.
Like, Be like, look, I tried. Like after like 2 weeks, you're like, I tried. I gotta get out of here. But you got a good personality, and I hope you meet that one.
Right. That just ain't me, love, but
about the front. That's something I wouldn't be able to get over. So I'll be like, no. At least they're trying to make it.
Yeah.
You think Laura and Jeremy will last? You think that's a done deal?
I don't know. This is your first time watching the show, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes they really be throwing you off at the altar. Jesus.
What you mean throwing you off at the altar?
Like there was a season, I don't know if it was, I don't think it was last season. I can't remember the cast, what season it was. But it was like a recent season where they really was like, you didn't see them going through a lot, or at least it didn't appear that they were going through a lot. And even like day of like wedding day, they like both sent each other stuff like, oh yeah, you know, can't wait to see you at the altar, blah blah. Then they got down there and said no. I was like, what the?
Yeah. So they get So they can just like run away like
Yeah, basically. They stand up there, they get all dressed up. Everybody, people come to their wedding, and the pastor asks them, do you take them? And they say yes or no. If the first person say yes, they ask the other person, and they say yes or no. And whoever say no is usually the one that like walk out the wherever they having the wedding at.
wow. Well, I can see that with this cast. They all probably gonna say no, so Amy and that redhead. I think Chelsea will probably say yes. And Jimmie probably gonna be like, no, I ain't with
Say
Megan
yes, you know. If they ask me first, you ain't getting an opportunity to say no to me.
Fox. But they asked him first, he's like, well, look, this ain't Megan Fox, so I gotta go try to locate her.
He gonna be like, I love you so much, but I do find you very deceitful.
And she's like, but
And in the pods.
he said in the pause. But like when that reveal came, I was like not feeling it. But he did say looks didn't matter, according to him.
Well, they all be saying stuff that. Dang, I don't believe nobody that say that. I'm sorry.
I don't either. I'm telling
It
you.
matters to some degree. It might not be the most important thing to you, but it matters.
It does, because like they know if something was like really ugly to you, you ain't waking up every day looking at that.
Right.
And you got to go in the kitchen and scream like, oh, that's my husband. Uh-uh. I don't buy nobody can deal with something they think is ugly to them. But we'll see with this gas.
Yeah, we shall see.
Mm-hmm. Did you hear Cardi B new single?
No.
You didn't hear it? The freestyle?
Nope.
Oh, I just heard that today. She sampled Missy Elliott's. Um, she's a you know that song. Have you heard that Missy Elliott song?
What's it called?
It's called like She's a Bee.
I don't know that I have.
Oh well. That's the song Cardi B sample. I think she did all right with that.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of like the song a little bit, but we'll see. Sometimes I like the song in the beginning, and then it turns out I don't. So we'll see with that one. So Brianna, did you hear about? I don't know if you looked at it or not. Did you hear about Kelly Rowland walking out on Good Morning America?
Yes, I did.
How are we feeling about that?
I would like to know the reason, the real, like, what's the reason?
Well, allegedly, the reason is they gave J-Lo a bigger dressing room. So Kelly won't feel in the one they gave her. She felt disrespected. So Kelly said, bye.
What?
So
I don't know.
so I was thinking, to me, it was unnecessary. Because number one, Kelly Rowland is not Beyonce. Not Beyonce, but J-Lo. J-Lo is a bigger star. So J-Lo's going to get superstar treatment while you get star treatment. So I feel like it was a little dramatic for her to walk out if that was the reason. And like, wasn't Kelly like a host or something for that episode or supposed to be?
I think she was supposed to be.
So I don't even get why she would be upset with a small dressing room. Don't they all have small dressing rooms? I would think.
I don't know, but I think okay. I think if the sole purpose of you walking off was because you felt a type of way about the size of your dressing room compared to somebody else's, I don't know. If you felt like yours was not adequate, right? Maybe it's like not up to your standards. That's one thing. If it was because, not that there was necessarily anything wrong with it, but you found out it wasn't as good as somebody else's, then I feel like that's a little diva-ish.
I agree. Now, this says, according to Vulture, Kelly wasn't thrilled with the dressing rooms in the old building, which has a reputation for being tiny. So she said her team asked to have her move to a green room upstairs, but J-Lo had it occupied and she was there to promote her new album and film. So that's what they're saying she was upset about. Apparently they wouldn't give it to her and she wasn't satisfied with the room they gave her.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a little diva-ish. Kelly Rowland ain't that big. I guess you can still fight for yourself. That's all right too. Like I don't mind it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I love Kelly Rowland. I think that I don't think she necessarily deserves less than anybody else. I just think that, like I said, if it's just like this dressing room is not up to your standards, like you require a certain amount of space or certain items or whatever the case is for you personally, then that's more than okay to I don't know about a whole. Well, I probably would try my best not to walk out. I don't know what the circumstances were, but like try to communicate instead. But yeah, I don't know. I get the concept, but I feel like, okay, what the freak, if it was Beyonce there or if it was Kelly there, what does it matter? Like, if you treat people, your stars or whatever the freak, the stars, the superstars or whatever the freak, then it should be the same.
Well, I guess in the entertainment industry, I guess is how you like earn your position or levels or whatever. I know like in a perfect world, yeah, everybody should do the same. But at the same time, like I feel like if somebody did a show or something, do we really think Kelly Rowland's gonna bring in ratings like J-Lo?
I hear you, but I think that, and it also, like we said, if it was that she was supposed to be like a guest host, I would assume, I don't know, was J-Lo a guest host before, or was she just like making an appearance on the show?
They said they were both there promoting. Kelly was promoting the Mia Culpa movie, and J-Lo was promoting her Prime or Amazon movie, whatever that thing she did, an album. Yeah, I don't know either, but there's different levels. Like if Beyonce was on Mia Culpa, then she'd probably be upstairs sharing that green room with J-Lo. But I guess they didn't value Kelly as much, which, as I said, I don't mind what Kelly did. She want to stand up for herself and say, look, I deserve better than this. Do you? All right, y'all. Thanks again for chilling out with us. And don't forget to follow us on social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube at WGWP_podcast. And also rate, comment, subscribe, listen. And we're also available on Good Pods, Spotify, Apple, Spreaker, and your other podcast platforms for Where Grown Women Play. All right. And we hope to see y'all on the next episode. Peace.